Hello everyone, I'm Kamari and welcome to the Tavern. Today's video will be going over mini games within Hogwarts Legacy. A few of them we know will be in the game and there's a few we hope to potentially see. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to all my subscribers, and if you enjoyed today's video, I do hope that you'll consider joining them. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So let's take a look at some of the activities that wizards and witches can take part in within the wizarding world of Harry Potter. Now, there are obvious ones that we know from the films and books, but we will touch on them for people who may not be as familiar with the universe. So first we'll talk about Quidditch. To very quickly go over this, the goal of the game is for your team seeker to try and catch the golden snitch before the other team seeker. While this is going on, your team will also try to score points by getting the quaffle through the other team's 3 goals. Each time this happens, 10 points are awarded. You also have beaters who can hit the bludger at other players to knock them off their broomstick. To be honest, aside from beaters and seekers, everything else just seems to be there for the entertainment of the viewers. Now, we get no confirmation whether or not Quidditch will be in the game in any form. However, we do know that Broomstick Flying is going to be within the game. Honestly, I don't really see a world where Quidditch isn't in the game, because a backlash from that would probably be pretty intense. Quidditch is very much a fan favorite within the universe, and many people would be very disappointed if it turned out to be not included. Sticking to the topic of broomstick flying, I do hope to see some sort of racing and time trials within the game with some nice difficulty and rewards. I always like to see a game that rewards players for taking time to master one of its secondary mechanics. So we know winged horse racing is a popular competitive sport similar to Muggle horse racing, but, with wings. We already know mounts and pets will play a massive role within Hogwarts Legacy, and this just seems like one more fun system to give players to interact with. So I really do hope they include it, and I think it would make a nice addition to the game. Moving on, we have a wizard's chess. This is just chess, but players give commands to pieces with their voice. The pieces move to the commanded spot, and if they are killing an enemy, they literally do so by actually destroying the piece.
That's totally barbaric. That's wizard's chess.
We never actually see this, but I would assume there is some charm in place to repair the pieces after the game, or I suppose a good old Oculus Reparo could do the trick as well. I definitely think we will see this make an appearance in the game due to the popularity of it within the universe. Sticking to tabletop games for a second, there are a few more I'd love to see make an appearance. First, we have Exploding Snap. For those who don't know, this is a card game set within the Harry Potter universe with a few different versions. However, they all have a similar rule set. They all deal with matching cards and then the cards exploding. In some versions of the game, you have to tap the cards with a wand within a limited time to prevent this explosion, so it actually becomes more of a reflex game. This one's more of a collectible item than an actual minigame, but I do hope we see wizard and witch cards make a return. Not only do they actually exist within the universe as seen in the films and the books, but I think it would be a nice callback to some of the first Harry Potter games that centered around collecting these cards. So we don't know the official title of this game, but we do see it within the State of Play reveal. It looks to be a type of reverse shuffleboard where you use an Accio spell to pull balls towards you. The goal of the game seems to be getting the most possible points without letting the ball roll off the table. By the looks of it, one could speculate as to how this will work within the game, but I would guess it's either by a mechanic of the longer you hold the button down, the more powerful the spell, or there could be some power bar mechanic that you have to time correctly that's been edited out of the video. Either way, this game does look like it will be pretty fun and a nice addition to the game. Now this one, I'll be honest, I don't think we'll see this game. However, I wanted to include it because it does exist within the universe. Instead of numbers, there are symbols in which wizards and witches can gamble on for a chance to win the magic lottery. Now, why do I hope this is in the game? Honestly, just the irony of a game in 2022 having no microtransactions but an in-game gambling lottery system is a beautiful and hilariously ironic thought to me. This one I do see as having a strong possibility of showing up within the game. We know that the game will have plenty of gathering throughout the game, as well as pets and magical creatures. Seems like a missed opportunity to not include some sort of fishing minigame. This could be done traditionally or through some magical means. Either way, I would love to see this added as another system within the game to explore and a means to collect new magical items and creatures. Now, saving arguably the best for last here, we know Duels will 100% be in the game. However, we don't know what form they will take. I would love to have a gladiator arena type system reminiscent of games like Oblivion and Morrowind, where you take on stronger and stronger foes until you become the top wizard or witch. I wouldn't even mind seeing a DLC focusing on you becoming a world-class dueler. I'm really looking forward to playing with this system, and I do hope it's really fleshed out. Well, that's all I've got for you this evening. I do hope you enjoyed the video, and thank you so much for hanging out with me here at the tavern. I do have a Discord where you can chat with me and other amazing people, and you can find a link for that in the description below. I do want to say again, thank you so much to all my subscribers, and if you enjoyed today's video and the content, I do hope that you'll consider joining them. That's going to do it for me here tonight at the tavern, and as always, have a great week.